Contestants, you just survived a week of elimination. What this is another shot at achieving what you've been trying to achieve for the past 11 weeks. We have given you a lifeline to say you've got the chance to recreate this production and present before our Chief Visionary Officer a better product. Except during this episode, you have further responsibility. You must manage a client, and the client's visibility must be clear in this magazine show that you will produce. The client's satisfaction and brief will be specified, and you must ensure that whatever content you come up with meets the standard the client expects. All the best.
It goes by many names: lifeline, fresh opportunity, second shot, new start, another bite of the cherry. However you want to see it or call it, the contestants have what many hardly get, and it is up to them to ensure they make the best out of it. This week's challenge is last week's challenge. Create a magazine show with potential for high viewership. The twist for this week is the contestants have to add an element of advertisement. Coca-Cola is the client sponsoring this magazine show, and the contestants have to ensure a satisfactory level of client visibility is achieved. To help them out with this task, Costa has invited public relations experts, the PR girls.
Well done to all of you guys.
Well done.
You know what? I'm so impressed with you guys, and I'm so intrigued because all of you are so young and so talented. So let's do something.
I'm so sure. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think every time I meet young people that are so sure about what they want to do, I'm just so inspired. Because I mean, we started PR Girl when I was 30. You know, I'm 36 now.
Because 27 going on 28.
Yeah. So it's always great to see, like, I mean, you're 18 and you're like, I know what I want to do and I'm doing a million things, but media is it. So well done.
Yeah, well done, guys.
Focus and
But before we get into it, right, I think let's do something really fun. I know Kotse, right? Kotso. You said you're a voiceover artist. Yes. So I think, can you give us like a little something? And I know George, we have to break the ice. I know George said he's a poet. Please give us a little something as well, right?
You know, like, this is not
she's
the
a
first
singer.
She's making it like
and
like,
rapper, and you sing too, right? So you guys are a talented bunch. So can we get like literally 30 seconds? Guys, let me tell you, plug yourselves.
I am into photography, so I can take great pictures.
Yeah, so you see,
great.
So afterwards, you're going to take pictures of everybody and us, because I love, you know, a good angle. So let's break the ice a little bit. Media is a lot about entertainment as well, right? And loosening up and personality.
And authenticity.
Yeah, so let's see a bit of that. Let's start on this side.
Yeah. So it goes something like this. So imagine me in a courtroom trying to defend myself because I get something wrong. And because of, like, you know, racial seclusion and whatnot. Stand up to the system, right up to the freaking top. Cause we ain't to quit, we're speaking till we see them stop. And we're wounded, blood flowing down from our wounds. The hurt distant, hopeless, and act like it's good. I'm holding on to memories and stuck up on my paving way. Cause every day I'm taught, all you blacks, ain't no way that I can go to be not. I see what's going on, I see all the misconceptions. They say I'm black, so they think that that it's gonna be contagious. They touch my skin, God blessed with his holy hands. They lay me face first and I eat a cup of sand. He put his knee on my throat and I struggle to breathe. I try to call my mama and I just wanna leave. It looked me in my eyes as I took my last breath. And looking at my body while he's staring at my face. My sisters and brothers are rising with banners, trying to talk about the justice with no favors. A system that no one be giving a damn. We're lifting our voices and raising our hands. And shout out to they all can hear us and say, blessed are these.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Did you write that yourself?
Oh wow, that's amazing. I'm like just wondering like, oh my gosh, you guys are great. Like honestly,
They are, aren't they?
even if this thing doesn't work out, because only one person can win, right? Listen, I think you're okay. If this doesn't work out, you've got something to fall on, back on. Well done. That was amazing. Who's next?
Zian has got a few bars. Very impressive. Still to come on the Diamond TV Presenter Search.
We're back at creating a magazine show, but this time with an element from your mentorship of having visibility for the client. You are coming up first. Explain to me what is different on this week's assignment and how you as a team have plugged the failures and challenges from last week.
Coming into the 12th week of the Diamond TV Presenter Search, the contestants have both a sense of motivation and alertness. It truly is anyone's game at this point. However, despite the heated Elimination Room session last week, they will have to put any differences aside and create a product that will impress the all too disappointed Costa Mwansa. The contestants make it to the presentation room yet again. This time, lead producer Kotso takes center stage in explaining what the group have come up with and what Costa is to expect.
Kotso, welcome to the presentation room.
Thank you.
Last week was not very impressive for me. All 5 of you terribly did not meet my expectations. I left you off the hook to go and give it another shot this week. We're back at creating a magazine show, but this time with an element from your mentorship of having visibility for the client. You are coming up first. Explain to me what is different on this week's assignment and how you as a team have plugged the failures and challenges from last week.
What's different about this week's assignment is the execution of it. I feel as a team we decided to really take into consideration everything that we have learned over the past 11 weeks with regards to product placement, with regards to teamwork especially being the key element. I feel we really did well as a team and we decided to blend everything. With regards to the production that you will see today, I'm very confident that we really did bring in our A game and our A factor. We really pushed ourselves to the limit and decided to think outside the box. So I am pretty impressed and proud of the production that we have come up with for you.
Break it down for me in terms of teamwork. How were roles delegated? What was yours? And what am I about to watch?
With regards to the roles, I was the lead producer and George is the director and a script writer. Grace is the lead script writer that we have. Nova is our assistant director and Zian is our assistant producer as well.
And what is the show all about?
The show is a lifestyle. It's called Lavishly Living. We are trying to bring a blend of the different aspects of Zambian culture and living. It covers something under sports. We look into skincare. We look into mental health via gaming. We also have one human interest story as well as a fashion segment.
And the marketing and audience element?
With regards to marketing, we have looked into product placement and advertising. We will bring in companies such as motor rally companies. We have skincare companies to advertise with us. We also have gaming arcade centers. We will also include brewery companies as well, because looking at the type of buyer persona that we decided to choose, we're looking for a young person within the range of 24 to 30 years, someone who is outgoing and loves to explore, as well as has an element for people. Our personas we were looking at were the explorer as well as the caregiver. So that was the element that we were driving towards.
Let's watch.
Good evening and a warm welcome to Lavishly Living. On tonight's show, we dish out creative fashion, heartfelt stories, thrills for explorers, and a little guide to having lavish skin.
That's right, and even as we get to look at lavish skin, my, your skin is popping tonight.
Oh my, thank you.
Before we actually get into why Nova's skin is popping tonight, we are going to have a word from our sponsors who are also lavishly living. Stay tuned.
Okay, so the shooting of Lavishly Living actually started with everybody contributing with concepts of what we wanted to do. We started with the skeleton of the concept, which is Lavishly Living, the name, what we want it to be. Then we branched off into creating our own individual segments.
Know what you're thinking.
Cheers! Coca-Cola!
So the making of Lavishly Living wasn't an easy process. I remember we had late night meets on the WhatsApp group, even late night phone calls, consistent texting back and forth from as early as 6, going all the way to like 10 p.m., sometimes even over, so that we could be able to have a proper production. But the work that went in actually really showed how much we put in and how much we really wanted this. And Lavishly Living came out really good, actually. Welcome back. You are still on Lavishly Living, and our next set will be
all about motor racing. If you like the thrills, then this is for you. Grab a Coke and we'll be back.
Motocross racing may be all about the thrill and getting to watch racers go past you at an astonishingly fast rate, but for one family, it's more than just a race. To the Chulu family of Lusaka, motocross is more than just a sport, it's a family affair and lifestyle. And today they take us behind the wheel on their experience racing so far. Today, we will be at the 2022 Pembe Motor Rally at the showgrounds, and we will get first insight into how this dynamic family goes about their race.
I am joined by two dynamic racers who is going to be racing for the first time and who has been in the game for many years. This is Michael Chulu. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Sharon. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? And we are joined by Kondwani. How's it going?
It's going great.
I'm told this is your first race. How are you feeling about it?
Calm, surprisingly.
Calm?
Yeah.
All right, that's great. That's great. So, my question to you, gentlemen, is looking at today's race, who do you think is your biggest competition?
The finish line.
The finish line.
Yeah, the finish line. That's our competition.
Okay. And we're looking at the time that has been set. What time are you planning on beating?
We're told 1 minute 39, is it?
1 minute 39.
Yeah, about that. Yes.
So what are you guys gunning for?
Have fun.
Yeah, having fun and finishing. I mean, yeah, real fight is tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Today's just qualifying time for knowing how you're gonna start tomorrow. Yeah, so it doesn't really hold too much of the event. The main event is tomorrow.
Great. So would either one of you drive blindfolded And would you trust your navigator to get you to where you need to be?
Yes, that's possible, yeah.
Yeah, I do think
Yes,
So can we try that? Okay,
Yeah.
great. So
Okay.
looking forward to seeing you guys race, and
Okay.
I'm wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Right, thank you for your time.
Okay.
I loved it. I loved the production. I loved the teamwork, the coordination of the entire team. It's like each one of us just knew exactly what needed to make this show a success, and we did exactly that. I was the script writer. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a lot of pressure seeing that the first attempt we made to creating a magazine live show was terrible, and the judges didn't like it. So it was a lot of pressure on us to do better, and I think we did. So I love it.
And today on the set, we are looking at gaming as a lifestyle, a place to be able to wind down, a place to be able to enjoy yourself, and also how therapeutic gaming can be. So I'm here at Fun World, the game arcade right here at Great North Novarimo, and we are going to be having an amazing time playing different kinds of challenges, and hopefully I'll be able to win each and every one of them. So follow me as we journey in today.
That was a good hit.
Okay.
Well, that was good. It's better than nothing, yeah?
That was. So that, he actually won that challenge. He got 8,571. I'm at 7,947. You can't win them all, but I'm expecting to win the next challenge. Stay tuned. All right, so we are at the next game. We are playing air hockey, and I am ready to play against one of the Diamond TV presenter search top 5. I want to find out if she is top 5 for air hockey. Let's go, Kotso. How are you?
I'm ready, George. Let's do this.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
All right.
I'm very happy. I'm extremely proud of the work that we're putting out as a team. You know, I remember our previous task and how they said that if you don't work as a team, or if there was no like proper direction, it shows on TV. And last week it did show, but like now this show that we've done, we were extremely proud, and we kept on saying like even if they don't love it, we love it because it's something that we all got out of our comfort zone. So I'm proud. Very proud that I was part of it even.
I'm a little bit jealous that George had all that fun, but still to come is a bit about skincare, a mini fashion show, and we get to sit down with an exceptional man. But before we go anywhere, here's a break.
Top 10 reasons why we as Lavishly Living love Coca-Cola. Number 1. Coca-Cola is a drink for everyone, no matter who you are or where you come from. Tis the reason why everybody loves Coca-Cola. It's a drink that you can have on any occasion, from that amazing wedding or just to chill with the boys. Number 2. Diabetic? No worries, Coke Zero's got you. Number 3. Ever looked at a Coke and go like, I'ma drink that? It's because of the amazing packaging that every Coke comes in, from a canned Coke or even a bottled one. Well, don't forget to recycle. Number 4. Everybody loves to have a bottle of Coke. Why? Because it doesn't take much from your pocket. It is affordable. Number 5. Coca-Cola is customer oriented. If anybody cares about their clients, guaranteed it's Coca-Cola. Number 6. It's that psh, ding, right into your throat and right into your belly. Satisfying, isn't it? Number 7. Talk about being original. Coca-Cola has kept its same original taste since 1892. And guess what? It just keeps getting better and better with time. Number 8. It's that kind of magic. Is there a trick to it? Well, as the saying goes, a great magician never reveals his secret, but the audience still appreciates it. And Coca-Cola is nothing short of magical. Number 9. Coca-Cola has been there through happy moments and sad moments. And you can be sure that Coca-Cola will be there for you now and in the future. And number 10. Do you still need more reasons? Get down to your nearest convenience store and get yourself a bottle of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, taste the magic.
Welcome back, and you're still watching Lavishly Living. Now, skincare has become such a big deal, not only to the women, but the men indeed. Now, let's see what Grace has in store for us on the other side.
When you look good, you feel good, right? Of course. But I'm not talking about your fit, I'm talking about your skin. Hello, my name is Grace Namakau Sikanda. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Diamond TV, your home of Z pop culture. So work can be a little bit stressful at times, and doing TV is not an exception. In fact, that stress can not only affect your performance at work, can also reflect on your skin. And for a TV presenter, I need to look good, or I risk someone posting a picture of me as a meme, or someone will just randomly comment on my pictures saying Grace Nabimapim. Oh, you know what? Anyway, today on Lavishly Living, I'll be visiting Lukanda Beauty Center in Ibex Hill, where we'll get to learn more about skincare, why it's so important, and get to find out how Lukanda Beauty Center, in conjunction with Skincare ZM, is reinventing skincare by producing sustainably sourced products that are obviously great for your skin. Talking about skincare, I am about to have my first skincare experience, and we'll be doing a facial, right?
Yep, I will be running you through a basic skincare routine using Skincare ZM products.
I'm excited. Let's go!
Let's go! So you can lay here for me. Here. Okay, so I will be working throughout with steam.
Okay.
So I hope that you're comfortable with steam.
I am comfortable. Okay. Keep my eyes closed?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll be using brightening black soap and Kapai at the same time. I will be double cleansing today.
Okay. So if there's anything you take away from today, I hope you do put some sunscreen on your face. And come and check out Lukanda Beauty Center for yourself. It's amazing.
Now that we have your skin sorted, let's get down to the wardrobe and find you a fit.
You're watching Lavishly Living, and today we are at Lorenzo's house. Now, if you don't know who Lorenzo is a vintage stylist, a creative director, a visual artist, to name but a few. You know what they say about creatives, that they're most creative when they're in their space? So we followed him home. So let's go. Oh, and by the way, he has no idea that I want a mini fashion show. So yeah. So we're here at Lorenzo's house. Like I earlier said, creatives are most creative when they're in their space. Hi, Lorenzo.
Hi, Nova. How are you?
I'm well. Hi, Mulenga. Hi. Daki, as she said, because apparently, guys, in case you didn't know, Mulenga is Miss Africa 2020. Now we now know why, because look at you. You're so gorgeous, and I'm so glad that you're able to, host me in your space. So you to host me in your space, yeah, at least you're better. Yeah, right? So to get things started, Lorenzo, I'm seeing this amazing vintage pieces, because I think I got the memo for, you know, the letter as a vintage person. Where did all this start? Let's start with you describing your style, because I feel like me just saying you're a vintage stylist is not enough, because when my face is my deep. So how would you describe your style?
I know my style. If I hear a lot of people calling it vintage, retro, you know, yeah. But I would say they are not very wrong. But in art is about the expression of self. You know, that's my definition of art. You know,
we shared each other's vision for what we want to see with. In terms of fashion, in terms of other artistic features that we have, and we ended up working together. He has an idea, I work on the clothing, he does most of the creative work, Tom also does the set design, and then Koma finishes it off.
That's totally awesome. So now we're about to do something really fun, which is the fun part that I mentioned. We're about to have a mini fashion show, so stay tuned. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is how we close the show on Lavishly Living with my beautiful girl, Jackie, and of course, styled by the one and only Lorenzo. Keep watching. Who knew that one viral video could bring so much attention that a person could fly all the way from the United States to come and show help here back home in Zambia? Now, there's nothing as attractive as humanity. Watch this.
On the 11th of July 2022, Abel Simutami, a Zambian living in America, arrived in his home country. With the mission in mind to help one of the many societies in Zambia still affected by poverty. But what led this man to travel miles from home and help this society? We uncover the story of how one viral video saved an entire village. I had the opportunity to have a talk with the man behind it all to find out what exactly led to these happenings and perhaps get an insight of it.
Hi!
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
It's a nice place that you have.
Yeah. Please feel free and look around and make yourself comfortable.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a lovely house here. Like, it's an amazing place.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you've traveled a very long distance, Abel, and you're finally here in Zambia.
Yeah.
With a huge story. So now, initially, my idea was not to cover a sentimental story. It was to cover another story. I mean, it was supposed to cover another aspect of lifestyle. But then we thought about it again, and then we saw how the show was running. It was more fun, more exciting, and so we had to look for something that was a little bit more, you know, down to earth, and it really captures people's feelings. So yeah, and after we were done with that, it was time to begin with shooting. We were running behind schedule, and it was really saddening, really. Like, we didn't know what to do. There was like here and there, but for this challenge specifically, we pulled through as a team. We stood up and we literally, everybody was holding each other down, and that's the reason why even when you look at
each piece. There is nobody that executed a piece without like everyone's input in that, because unlike other past challenges where if you have an idea, sometimes you'd keep it to yourself, but this time we were tabling it out. Guys, I want to do this. Do you think it would run with the show and everything? And that's the reason why things, I think, are gonna run more smoothly for this set and for this show.
So it is, as Davido says, we rise by lifting others, which is something that we can learn from this story. A man that traveled long, far from home, just to help a village in his home country. Don't just live lavishly, live to help others.
That was an inspirational story that shows the power of humanity, Ubuntu, unity.
Indeed, and sadly, we come to the end of Lavishly Living, but before we go anyway, George, what was your favorite segment?
Well, my favorite segment on the show today was skincare. I feel like men, for most, do not have a skincare routine. Would you mind me refilling that?
Please, to be honest. Do you have a skincare routine, George?
Do I have a skincare routine? No, apart from the fact that I use a face towel and soap.
And soap.
I do not have a skincare routine.
Well, for me, my favorite segment was fashion, and obviously, I think you know why.
Yeah.
Because I like to dress up, and I always find it interesting and fascinating when people combine pieces that I did not think can be combined.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But what's your favorite memory of Coca-Cola?
I would say, and I bet that viewers will agree with me on this one, Christmas, a night about Christmas, rice and chicken and Coca-Cola, that was the ultimate go-to. That was the ultimate go-to. That was like my fondest memory, about Coca-Cola. What was yours?
My fondest memory of Coca-Cola was, it's literally the drink that I used to take as a child, you know, coming back from school, running, looking all dirty, and then you come back home to a nice, lovely Coke.
Oh, wow. Well, with that being said, me and George are going to toast to a successful night that has been lived lavishly. From me, George, and the production crew, it's Live Lavishly.
Kotso.
Yes, sir.
What do you have to say about your show?
Personally, I am extremely impressed with our delivery, and I do like the pieces that we put together. I'm extremely proud, especially with the fact that there was a more organized set of teamwork. Everyone understood their roles, and I tried my best as the lead producer to ensure that it was a smooth sailing production.
I must say you must be extremely proud of yourselves. Extremely, extremely proud. At the end of the day, after 11 weeks, this is something I would sit and watch. You guys need to be extremely proud. It's far beyond what I expected, especially after last week. Far beyond what I expected. But it makes me happy because it shows that everything we've put in the last weeks with all the mentors, all the shouting, all the yelling has finally come to sink in. This is definitely what Diamond Media is looking for. Obviously, it's not 100%. This is a competition. But I love the energy in the presentation. I love the fact that it was not back-to-back studio sit-in interviews. You had a lot of spontaneity in terms of different pieces, some that hit the emotional side, some that are extremely fun, and it speaks to the name, obviously targeting a very niche audience demographic. This can fit for traditional TV as well as social media. Obviously, Jonah and I will now need to sit, and really you've made it extremely difficult for me to be able to judge and send 3 of you home. Well done to the team. I love what I see today.
After the break, Elimination. The last time the contestants made it to this room, Costa was beyond unimpressed with the product presented to him. All 5 contestants were on the chopping block and took the fall for their show. Today, they reconvene and are ready to see who goes home. Be reminded that today Costa lets go of 3 potential diamonds and paves way to the 2 individuals who will make it to the Diamond TV Presenter Search 2022 Grand Finale.
The top 5 contestants. Well done. You have made it this far, 12 weeks down the line. Last week was unfortunately not very impressive. What I saw today in the presentation room, the lavish living, and obviously a combination of various aspects of creativity, teamwork, and indeed individual brilliance makes me believe from deep down my heart that all 5 of you are certainly ready to take on the next challenge in your presenter search. I'm happy with what I saw. It's something that I feel deserves to hit the airwaves. Something that I feel I can watch. Well done.
Okay, so Costa comes up and then for the first time he's smiling. I'm like, okay, should we be worried or run away? But it was amazing. I do not know why the elimination room was like that, because most of the times I would have anxiety and my heart beating and racing, but this time it was more subtle and I'm really happy. I'm really happy with what we have.
5 of you have made it this far, and this week 3 of you have to go. You've become family, you've become friends, but this is a competition. The tears, the hugs, only 2 will have to remain. Are you ready? Let's take a deep breath. George, kindly switch places with Grace. So after very difficult and intense emotional evaluation by John and myself, judging on this week's presentation and looking at what we've had in the last 11 weeks, from the top 5 this week, in the bottom 5 was Grace.
You think you are mentally prepared for the eliminations, but you never are. You never are. On my own, I was like, I'm ready for whatever comes. Whether I make it or not, I am ready. But once they just call your name and say Grace, it gets real. So yeah, we were just ready to get this over and done with, but appreciative of the journey.
Thank you for participating. Well done, but don't lose hope. Thank you so much. Ziad, out of this week's assignment, Grace was in the bottom 5, you were in the bottom 4. I'll say this again, your voiceover with the Coca-Cola ad just blew me. And if we are going to, we will make money out of that advert and that talent. I promise you that. But I believe everything in life has got time. I believe in the rule of a farmer. Every seed needs to be planted in the soil, needs to be watered, it needs to fight the weeds, it needs to germinate and finally grow into a ripe fruit. You came into this competition very raw. You're leaving this competition not ripe, but as a planted seed. Remember that. You came into this competition very raw. You're leaving the competition as a seed that has been planted. It's what you do from here that will determine whether you're going to ripen into a fruit that will bear more fruit, or basically a seed that will grow into a tree. You have shown me the resilience, the determination, the urge to learn, and the fact that despite age, you can be mature. But what takes away from you? The fact that, yes, experience may not be there. This is what we're teaching you. How do you anchor interviews, like you said yourself, with older people and so on and so forth? But there's still enough time for you, guided in the right hands, given the necessary tools. Zian, definitely, I see a very bright future for you as long as you keep your feet on the ground and ride on the shoulders of giants. Well done. I'm very, very proud of you. There's no need for you to be ashamed. You've reached the top 5. Congratulations. But unfortunately, it ends here.
Even if I'm eliminated today, it's fine. Like, I was expecting this day if it had to come. And the times when I would look at it to say, what if I get eliminated? I was like, I will cry. And it's weird because I've won some challenges in the competition and I wasn't this happy. And it's so weird that the time when I'm eliminated, I'm just happy.
The 3 of you, step up a bit. This gets even more and more difficult and more emotional. This was our top 3 this week, and Jonah and I have spent a lot of time deliberating whether we want to make or whether we are going to make the right decision. The one person to walk off should not feel that they've been unfairly treated or they fall far short. All 3 of you come talented, but because you are individual human beings, you come with different strengths and weaknesses. One of the first things I said to you in episode 1 is that this competition will test you mentally, it will test you physically, and sometimes emotionally. I've seen people here cry, break down, curse, run away, give up. And I promise just that. And to remain with this top 3 makes us as Diamond Media extremely proud and keeps us wanting to do more of such, because there's so much talent in our country and we can only be there to provide a platform and mentorship. So first of all, well done to you as the top 3. This week's decision is all about going into the future. We have made our choice, and our decision on probably that one individual who, after the top 2 today, goes into a final job interview, because there are no more tasks. The next thing is the final job interview that we feel has understood, has observed, has read, and knows what we mean when we say Diamond Media and what the competition holds. And this person also holds the strength of being able to multitask, being able to be versatile, being able to learn, being able to work under pressure, but also being able to work without very minimal supervision, because we're looking for starters. But this being a presenter competition also means we're looking for innovation, creativity, and talent. And all 3 of you hold almost all those qualities that I've spoken about.
I feel the mood is very, we're all nervous, so to say. We are all expectant to receive some positive feedback. Especially with the reviews we've gotten today, it makes things a lot complicated because ultimately any one of us could go and any one of us could remain as the top two. So it's a bit nerve-wracking, but fingers crossed for the best outcome.
Today I'm not asking you who you think should go home. Today I'll ask you, starting with Nova, if you do not win this competition, who do you feel amongst the other two deserves to win?
If I don't win this competition, in all honesty, I feel Kotso deserves to win. If I don't win it. She's very versatile and her leadership skills are very admirable. It's something that I have learned from, and there's a lot of things that I've really learned from Kotso in terms of leadership, production. So if I don't win this competition, I feel Kotso should get it.
George, yes, sir. If you do not win, who do you believe deserves to take it?
All right. If I do not win this competition, who should take it? Nova. Nova should take it home. It's a whole new week. Nova should take it home. It's a whole new week. Yeah, Nova should take it home. I feel she's grown. And observing from the first auditions, coming through to now, maybe because I was near her during the first auditions and whatnot, I feel like she's grown, she's learned, and she's ready to take on the job. She handles pressure well, and she can be able to do the task.
Kotso, you've been nominated by Nova. On the other hand, George says Nova should win it. If you don't sail through to the next round to win this, who between the two colleagues standing next to you do you feel needs to take it?
I think since we got into the top 7, everyone else can attest to the fact that I said, if not me, then Georgina over here. I'd say ultimately when we got down to the top 7, he did become my biggest competition. And I feel even though we did work and blend well as producers, which has been our attribute from day one, we have been co-producing, I have come to learn that he is definitely someone that can push the agenda of Diamond Media should I not be able to fit those shoes, and I'm quite confident that he will not disappoint me because ultimately he has learned from me.
Wow. I have.
This week has been very, very difficult. We've scrutinized everything. We've analyzed and dissected really for every attribute of leadership, production, teamwork. We've put every angle into play. And like I said, out of the top 5, we had Grace sitting in the bottom 5 and Zian in the bottom 4. Kotso, you can step back because you topped this week's challenge on the basis of so many facets, but above them, it's the fact that last week we had a disaster in terms of production. And you stepped up to hold that. And so fortunately for you, you're safe. Congratulations, you should be happy because now you're in the final top 2. That leaves these 2 rivals. George, a very nice guy. Good energy. I love the way you interact with the ladies and the team members. You bring about a lot of intelligence. Certainly a young man I'd want to see on the Diamond Media team. Nova, you come as a natural. The cameras love you, and I'm sure you love the cameras. You said to me, you want your family, You want the world, you want society to see you more than just music, but to explore the other side of your talent. You've shown us the different sides, but more often we know you as this entertainer, this person who loves her fashion, loves her music and so on. Not a bad thing, like Jonah says, because we always need to focus on our strengths and our passions, but never afraid to try out new. This should be just about the beginning. If you don't make it, I'd say I still want to see more of you.
Thank you.
So, let's take a deep breath.
Man, the mood in the elimination room is crazy. It's scary but oddly calming, because this is the first time we are actually having an elimination that is like this intense, where even Costa is unable to make a final decision or the final decision because everybody put in their very best work. So the mood is completely crazy. It's chilly, but all in all, we feel good about it. At the end of the day, we are hoping for the best.
George, Nova, I think you need each other's strength. Kindly get closer together. Kotso, you can exchange positions. You're safe. At the end of the day, all of you are winners. At the end of the day, you've made it this far. Remember that it's about the lessons you pick from failure and not what you pick out of success. Unfortunately, after much deliberation, George, I am sending you into the top 2. Well done. Nova, it was not an easy decision. Trust me. There's a very thin line between you making it to the top 2 and making it into the bottom 3. A very thin line. Jonah?
Absolutely thin line, and the unfortunate thing, like has been said, is it's a competition, and whether we like it or not, I keep saying this, from the thousands that applied to the hundreds that we auditioned, we knew that it was only going to be one, and unfortunately not today.
Anything you need to say to us?
I'm happy that I've learned so much. I've come this far. I've made family. Had my first DPS date.
And argument.
Yes, sure. And I'm also glad that throughout this competition I've grown even to learn to speak for my work. And I'm ready to take over the world. So yes, you're gonna be seeing a lot of me. But I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity and for all of the lessons and the mentors that we have had. I'm grateful.
We are really proud of you. We are really proud of you. I'll miss the presentation room arguments and you standing up to justify for yourself, which is really good. People need to stand up for themselves. But well done for making it to the top 3, Nova. And well done to you, Kotso and George. We'll see you in the final interview. And ultimately, we'll see who will be crowned the Diamond TV Presenter Search for 2022. Well done, guys.
Yo, this one is going to be tough. Like, this one is going to be tough because I've worked with the both of them and I know when they mean what they mean when they say business. They're going to bring their A game. It's crazy. It's going to be so tough. I know it. I know it.
12 weeks of the Diamond TV Presenter Search gone by. But next week, we have the final showdown. Kotso and George, the official finalists of the Diamond TV Presenter Search 2022. Tune in next week Sunday to find out who will become the next diamond.